Hey guys, and welcome to another KJ's tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a sub print onto a regular t-shirt. So here I have my heat press, which is set to about 425 degrees, but it's actually really only 400 degrees. If you've watched any of my other videos with my heat press, you will see that I do talk about how some of the machines, it will tell you that it's 400, but it's really reading about 20 to 30 degrees below that or even above that. So I definitely recommend always having a thermometer or anything of the sort, a heat gun of some sort, to be able to actually take the true temperature of your machine, so this way you can see what your press is at. You're also going to need a lint brush, a Teflon sheet, your sub print, you're going to need a Teflon pillow, and a t-shirt. You can also use cardstock as well if you want to stick that in, and I'll explain why in a little bit. So to begin, you definitely want to check the temperature to see if it is pretty close. So you just kind of move it over some and be very careful and read it. And it's reading about 392. Now they do go up and down depending on the machine you have. So anything about 10 degrees above or below is in the right area. It will kind of self-adjust on its own. And if it doesn't, you just go up or down according to your needs. So now I do have a shirt here. It's 65% polyester and 35% cotton. It is George brand. I do prefer Gildan, but these are extremely soft if you're looking for a soft shirt to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I'm going to put my design right over top. This is the design that we are doing. It is mirrored, so this is backwards, but this is what we're working with for our shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and tape it on. You do need, let me see here, heat tape. This is one of the ones that you can get. I got this off of Amazon, and I'm going to go ahead and tape my design right onto my shirt. I'll be right back. Now that so I have the tape on my sub print now, and this just prevents it from moving around, and this way when it gets clamped down by the heat press, it doesn't shift in any way, shape, or form. I do recommend using a lint roller over top of the shirt beforehand, because if there's any lint on top of the shirt, the ink will be infused with it and you will never be able to get that lint off of the shirt after that. So I super recommend you guys to make sure that you just lint roll everything. I do have a Teflon pillow in here. Don't know if you guys can see that, but these just give it a little bit of height inside, so this way it doesn't touch the other side and it gives it that cushion it needs. I also recommend to stick a piece of cardstock in between. You don't have to do this, but if God forbid your sub print is to bleed, it is there to protect it. And then the last step is to put your Teflon sheet, or if you have parchment paper, butcher paper, either of those will work. You just put that over top. Then you just want to check your temperature once more. And then you want it to be 400 degrees, and you want to have it pressed down for 60 seconds. So I just have to wait a couple more seconds for this to get back up. I just had to higher the temperature. So once it's up, I will go ahead and press it, and once it gets to a couple of seconds, I will hop right back on and show you guys from there. Alright guys, there's 2 seconds left. Alright, that timer means that it's done, so you can go ahead and lift up your press and spin it away. It does take a second for your Teflon sheet to cool down. I usually just grab it anyways, but be careful. My fiance likes to use a clip bag, like one of those bag clip holders on the end of it so he doesn't burn his fingers. Alright, so now as you can see, the tape does shrivel up a tiny bit, but it's made for the heat if it's true heat tape, so nothing happens with it. And as you can see here, the sub paper did not move at all. So now you can start pulling it back a little. And you should see your design right on your shirt. There will still be ink left on your paper. Sometimes you can even get 2 presses with it if all the ink didn't come out. It truly depends. I haven't tried it yet, but I know that a lot of people do say that they get sometimes even 2 or 3 shirts out of one print. I would say if you're going for a distressed look, the second one might end up working for you versus a first. but I definitely recommend only using one sub print per the item that you're using, just to play it safe. So guys, this is the final product. You can go ahead and take out your Teflon pillow and your cardstock. So they're both right here. I definitely recommend using a thicker piece of cardstock too, because it does get very hot, so be careful. And you can toss that to the side. And this is it. Alright guys, so again, you want to press this on 400 degrees for 60 seconds, unless otherwise stated, depending on the ink and the subprints that you guys have and where you order from and whatnot. But if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to email me, or you can even comment below. My email is kjs25@yahoo.com, and please make sure that you're subscribing to my channel so you guys can get the recent updates of all the new videos that I will be posting. Alright guys, have a good night.